Hey guys, welcome to Zach Does Reddit. Today, you guessed it, we're going to look at Am I the Asshole? Let's get into it. Alright, guys, so for our first one, we have Am I the asshole for not being upset that my friend's dog could die because of me? I was hosting a big garden party over the weekend. I invited my entire friend group plus her partners. One of my friends takes her dog everywhere. I told her no pets were allowed. Although it was a garden party, we were in and out of my home and I have four cats. My cats don't like dogs, and neither do I. Anyways, my friend showed up with her dog. I told her that her dog was not welcome in my home or garden. I asked her to please take her dog home or elsewhere. I thought my friend had left. I went inside to sort some things out. I went into my garden about 15 minutes later, and my friend was standing there in the garden talking to our friends. She doesn't live that close, so I was confused. I went to ask her how she got back so quickly. She told me she just popped in and was going since her dog isn't welcome. I asked her where her dog is, and she shrugged her shoulders and said he was around. I went looking and found him at the bottom of the garden eating my crops and making a mess. I was angry and told my friend to get her dog off my property. A few hours later, she called me asking what her dog ate. I had no clue. My gardener plants and attends everything. I told her I didn't know, but told her he'd made a huge mess, dug things up, and clearly eaten things. She shouted at me that her dog is sick and that I need to find out what the dog ate. I told her I had no idea. I texted my gardener to ask, but it was really her problem. I did send the text, but my gardener didn't answer. My friend called again wanting to know what her dog ate, but I told her I still don't know. She told me I obviously don't care if her dog dies and called me an asshole. I still don't know what her dog ate, but apparently he is very sick and might die. I feel bad, but I told her not to bring her dog on my property so I don't feel responsible like she says I am. Okay, first things first, you aren't the asshole in this scenario. Like you told your friend her dog isn't welcome, don't bring him, or if you can't leave home without him, don't come. Like you set the ground right there saying, "Hey, your dog's not welcome. Don't bring him." She brought him anyway, so 100% that's on her. Like as a dog owner myself, you listen to that stuff like, "Hey, if somebody doesn't want me to bring my dog to their house, I'm not going to bring my dog to their house." Like she just sounds like a terrible dog owner. So there's an edit to this also that says, after being unable to reach my gardener, I took pictures of everything the dog dug up, which was a lot, and sent them to my friend. But I had no idea what it ate and what it just dug up. For all I know, what it ate isn't even in the picture because the whole section is a mess. This wasn't good enough for her. She wants me to tell her exactly what it ate. I just don't know and don't want to spend hours trying to figure it out when I don't even know if it can be figured out. Like, I mean, I get it. Me being a dog lover, obviously, like you said, you don't like dogs, so fair enough for you. Like, I get it. I would probably put a little bit more work in because I don't want to see the dog suffer, and it's not really the dog's fault that it has a terrible owner that can't control it and hasn't trained it. So, like, that's not on the dog. But no, you're not the asshole in this scenario. Alright, guys, so Mother's Day is just passed in May. So here's one for you that's Mother's Day themed. Am I the asshole for not getting my wife anything on Mother's Day? I, 34 male, did not buy or get anything for my wife on Mother's Day, and let me explain why. My wife and her friend planned a trip to the beach for 4 days, which fell on Mother's Day. So I thought to myself that since I'm watching the kids and while she's gone, that would count as a gift, since she wouldn't be here to celebrate that day and wouldn't get home that night on Mother's Day. She gets home and realizes that I didn't do anything for her and later tells me that she is upset and message was received loud and clear. I tried to explain my reasoning and thought process, but she didn't agree. So, am I the asshole? Yeah. Yeah, you're the asshole there. Watching your own kids isn't a gift. That's called parenting. Like, yeah, you're just a dick. Just because she wasn't home for Mother's Day doesn't mean that, like, you couldn't have got her a card or something that you could have gave her after she got home. But to sit there and say, "Oh, I'm watching the kids. That's a good enough gift for her, right? She's lucky she got to go on this trip." Fuck you. Grow up, be a parent. That's what that was. Not a gift. It's called being a parent. You're their dad. You can watch them without expecting anything in return. So yes, you are overwhelmingly the asshole. Alright guys, and the best for last. This one is probably one of my favorite ones I've ever read so far. So, am I the asshole for embarrassing my cousin and getting us kicked out of a restaurant? First of all, when you lead with that, you have to deliver. And this one does, for sure. I, female 25, don't have kids yet. I never really wanted them growing up, but I figured I'll eventually have kids in the future once I get my life together. My cousin, Sarah, 29, has 2 bad behaved kids from a previous relationship and a newborn baby with her boyfriend, MJ, 40. Last night, my mother, sister, Sarah, and I went to a sushi restaurant. This was my first time having sushi. After we ordered, I had a hard time using the chopsticks. My cousin started obnoxiously laughing. The waiter came over and asked me if I wanted training wheels, which is a little plastic item that attaches to the chopsticks and helps you hold them in place. My cousin laughed and said, "Sorry about her. She constantly embarrasses herself and us." I just gave her the side eye and put the training wheels on. When it was time to order desserts, her boyfriend MJ finally joined us, claiming that he was busy. She went on to tell him how stupid and slow I was for not knowing how to use chopsticks, and how the waiters and everyone around now know that I'm an embarrassment. My mom asked her what her problem was, and she goes on a rant about how I'm so embarrassing and it's no wonder I'm jealous of her being a mother and no one wants to have kids with me. That's kind of fucked up. All because you never really use chopsticks? Weird. Alright. I finally had enough and I said, "I don't have kids because I don't want them to come out like you're rude pieces of shit." Yes. And you're calling me an embarrassment? Didn't MJ have a baby on you with his wife? Your baby is literally has a sibling a week apart from her. You probably learned how to use chopsticks by eating his wife's leftovers. That is the greatest thing I've ever heard. I would have paid a cover to be at this restaurant and watch this happen in person. I guess when she was attacking me, it was fine because everyone turned on me. It got so loud that management had to get involved. Sarah was screaming and crying, MJ was yelling at me, and my mom and sister were berating me for being mean. Management brought us a bill and told us to please pay it and leave. My mom paid the entire bill, but my sister said I'm an asshole for embarrassing Sarah and getting us kicked out. And how she's probably going through postpartum depression. Now, I don't know if I went too far, seeing if she's probably going through some post-baby stress. Am I the asshole? So before the update, absolutely not. Good on you for clapping back, putting her in her place. It was amazing. That is fantastic. Like I said, I would have paid to be there and see that. That is chef's kiss, pure gold. All right, now here's the update. The original poster says, "Thank you for all the overwhelming responses. I've been wanting to put Sarah in her place for a while now, and I'm glad I did it. However, Sarah's mom's gotten involved and is mad at me. Apparently, MJ told Sarah that him and his wife were separating. Sarah found out that he lied because she was secretly stalking his wife's Facebook page. Trashy. I got the shock of her life and got the shock of her life when wifey posted a newborn baby and MJ was there for the birth. Sarah did the math and realized that he got both of them pregnant the week of his birthday. She confronted him and he confirmed it. He also said that she'll have to get over it or he'll leave. So she stayed and is now constantly in shambles. Not my problem. Now, on to the problem. She kept the wife's baby a secret and only told her mom, who told my mom, who told my sister, and I. So they said that they were pissed because I wasn't supposed to repeat it. But I didn't know it was classified information. After like a week, that's all everyone talked about. Sarah's mom, my aunt, reached out to me this morning and she said, Sarah's problem with me is that I always said I don't like kids and only a horrible person won't like kids. And that I was mean to her about her kids 2 months ago. 2 months ago, she wanted to go party with MJ and asked me to watch her kids, all 3 of them, for free. I told her no because they're untrained. I don't feel comfortable watching a newborn, and she'll have to pay me to put up with the other 2. So I guess that's why she's holding a grudge. Regardless, Sarah's mom said she was having a really hard time after finding out about the outside baby, who is technically the inside baby. Sarah's baby is the outside baby, but whatever. And she wants me to apologize for putting her business out there for everyone. She got my mom and sister involved, so I just called Sarah and apologized. She just said, I don't care what you have to say, and hung up. Regardless, I held up my end of the bargain. Hopefully this gets blown over soon because your girl's tired. Fair. That's amazing. Though, honestly, I love that for you. That you were able to literally clap back so hard. She has gotten the whole family involved. That's amazing. But no, absolutely not the asshole. Like, she started shitting on you because you don't use chopsticks. Big whoop. Like, it took me a long time to learn how to use chopsticks effectively. So, no, you're not the asshole. And good on you for standing up for yourself. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and got a laugh out of some of these. And if you have any differing opinions or anything you want to add to these stories, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. If you think somebody's an asshole where I missed it, or if you think I missed something in there that should have been brought to light, let me know down in the comments. If you liked it, drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more. I plan on finding as much of these as I can because they're just downright entertaining and so much fun. So, once again, hey, I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching. Hopefully you guys got a kick out of these. Like I said, hopefully can get some more up here pretty soon. So, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later.